Welcome to battle number 7 of week number 10 of the FnF Victory Road Draft League Season 2. This battle is effectively the last battle of the week. Unfortunately, Kingfuse and Emberhoof's match could not be scheduled, so that battle won't be taking place. So this is technically the last battle of week 10, although we will be having a tiebreaker match later, so stay tuned for that. But of the regular season, this is technically the last battle between Noel's team, me, Sun and Friendly, and Quasimodo's team, who is joining me in commentary today, Pitiful Punching Bags. As a reminder, the Mega Pokemon available in this battle is Mega Alakazam on Quasimodo's team, and then we have Z Crystal Pokemon, Latias with Z Attack, and also kommo-o Z Attack, respectively. This is going to be a replay, so this battle has already happened, and Quasimodo and I are going to be talking about our initial thoughts, commentating the battle, and then talking about the ending thoughts. So we'll start with initial thoughts from Quasimodo, and yeah, just tell me what you were thinking when you built your team, what you thought when you saw what Pokemon I brought, and just those first thoughts you had while planning and before the battle.
So I went and watched your battles before I built my team, and I saw either you control with hazards or status, and I didn't want to get hit with either of those, so that's why I brought some ways to get rid of status like Wobbuffet and Jigglypuff, surprisingly, and Hitmonchan was Rapid Spin because I know you're weak to rocks, so I want to get up my own rocks and then spin away whatever hazards you put on mine. When I saw your team, I was kind of confused because you didn't have any Chlorophyll or Sandrush sweepers. But maybe you did that because Alakazam Trace would have stopped it anyways, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I honestly didn't know what to think when I saw your team. I just hoped that my weird strategy would work.
So when I saw your team, I was like, okay, this is the battle that determines if he gets into playoffs, and he brought Jigglypuff. Interesting. I'm not gonna lie, that threw me for a loop, and I wasn't really sure of what to expect from Jigglypuff. I was just really confused. I was actually pretty relieved to not see Greninja there, because I didn't want to face Greninja for some reason. I don't know why. I thought that I was gonna be free of any hazards, because I didn't think that any Pokemon on your team could set up hazards. And I didn't think there was any defoggers or rapid spinners, which there are Pokemon that could do both, so that was kind of dumb of me. But I thought that you were going to bring kommo-o to try to get that number one spot in the MVP race, so I built my team to counter kommo-o just for that, and also because it's very scary. And I tried something new. I wanted to try and run kind of some unorthodox sets and see if I could use Trick Room, because I haven't really used it, so I wanted to try that too. So that was kind of my game plan coming in.
I'm surprised because I knew you would be expecting Greninja, so I'm surprised you didn't have some weird thing for it, because I bring it every time and I almost always lead with it. So people just kind of think it's a given at this point.
Yeah, if I saw Greninja, my plan was to lead with Klefki and then just use Play Rough. I invested enough that it could survive a modest Specs Hydro Pump. So that was my plan for Greninja. Also, Togedemaru. But yeah, since Greninja didn't come, I actually had trouble figuring out what lead I wanted to use, because I was really confused as to who you'd lead with. Yeah, and I was hoping it wouldn't be Jigglypuff, but we'll see what happens in the match.
Oh man.
So, do you have any other initial thoughts, or do you want to jump right in?
I mean, the battle kind of talks for itself.
Yeah. Alright, prepare for a hype battle. This is pretty awesome. So, alright, we're going to begin, and let's press play at the same time in the count on go. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so the battle begins, and the first Pokemon to come out on either side are Promise the Mesprit on Noel's side, and W the Jigglypuff on Quasimodo's side. Mesperit's going to start with a U-turn, pivoting out, doing very small damage to Jigglypuff, most likely holding an Eviolite, switching into Everlast the Gigalith, and Jigglypuff is going to go for a Sing, however it does miss versus Gigalith.
The plan was to just spam Sing until I got asleep and then set up.
And it does look like that's exactly what happened. So the sleep was successful against Everlast. Promise the Mesprit switches back in to W the Jigglypuff, and now Jigglypuff sets up Stealth Rock.
I was so surprised when I saw Jigglypuff listed in the Stealth Rock list.
Yeah, I did not
worked
expect.
out.
I did not expect that.
There's the anti-status, Misty Terrain.
Yeah, I was just like, what is going on at this point? As you can see in chat, I was like, what the hell is this, LMAO? So now Wish is up. Kommo-o comes in to receive a Wish. Zen Headbutt's going to do big damage, taking it down to 22%, but due to the Wish, it is going to go back up to 97%, as well as have a boost from that Salak Berry.
I forgot Kommo was fighting, so I was just kind of autopiloting when I switched him in, because I'm like, okay, now's the chance. And then I got hit with a Zen Headbutt.
So Kommo-o is going to go for a substitute, and Promise the Mesprit sets up a Trick Room. Zen Headbutt is going to miss against that substitute, however, and Kommo-o sets up a Belly Drum.
That miss saved me. It definitely would have died if... a lot sooner. It would have died a lot sooner.
So this time not missing, the substitute is faded. And Drain Punch is going to do 67% to Promise. Promise retaliates the next turn, however, with the Zen Headbutt taking down Kommo-o, and the score is 6-5, and there's still one more turn of Trick Room left. Wobbers, the Wobbuffet comes in using counter, trying to predict that U-turn, but Promise goes for a Trick Room. And that's actually...
The negative priority made you go first. I was pretty surprised. I mean, made you go second, even though I used counter.
Yeah, I was hoping that you'd use counter and not encore. I thought you would go for the encore the second time, but you didn't, and counter hit that U-turn damage back to Gigalith pretty hard, taking it out, and the score became 5-5 with Aria coming out.
Since you didn't have any ghosts, I can kind of just counter without worrying about you switching into a resist.
Yeah.
The trick, yeah, that really surprised me. I don't know, I was kind of just pressing buttons, but I picked the right move, I guess.
And Safeguard up, another anti-status measure by you not really wanting to be status. Aria going for the Draco Meteor, which brings Wobbuffet down to 16%. And What the Barbaracle comes in, taking a Thunderbolt, but due to the Draco Meteor reducing Latias' special attack, Thunderbolt doesn't break 50%, and Barbaracle is able to set up a Shell Smash. Yeah, that was a pretty intense moment, because I was like, oh gosh, it didn't break 50. This Barbaracle's going to set up on me.
Yeah, I think if I switched to Wobbuffet on the Draco Meteor, that would have gone way differently. The -2 special attack really saved me.
So X-Scissor is able to take down Latias, and Keyheart comes in. The score is now 4-5, and Jigglypuff comes in to meet Keyheart. And Thunderwave is going to paralyze Jigglypuff. Keyheart then sets up some spikes, and Wish is up for Jigglypuff. Klefki goes for the play rough, taking Jigglypuff down to 6% and activating Cute Charm. Another really weird moment in that battle. I was like, oh god. And Sing, as if Keyheart wasn't going to attack already from Cute Charm, Sing also prevented it from attacking. And Togedemaru is brought in instead. Jigglypuff going for the Misty Terrain. I think I should have just left Klefki out and tried to like waste the sleep counter.
Yeah.
So Rolly uses Iron Head, taking down Jigglypuff, and the score now 4-4.
Togedemaru, the MVP for your team.
Not something I expected, although I love Rolly. So the U-turn does only a little damage to Hitmonlee, and Keyheart comes back in to face Hitmonlee, who is going to go for the Rapid Spin, removing spikes from Quasimodo's side of the field.
I think Rapid Spin was a lot better than Defog because your team kind of sucks against Stealth Rock.
Yeah.
So the ability to just keep up my hazards with getting rid of yours is pretty broken.
Yeah, I really did not want Stealth Rock up. Barbaracle coming in, setting up that Shell Smash, and Keyheart is still asleep, but Misty Terrain is now gone. Keyheart, this was a moment in the battle. If Keyheart didn't wake up, Barbaracle would have just swept this team, but Keyheart did wake up, paralyzing Barbaracle and ensuring that it wouldn't be fast enough to outspeed Togedemaru. Barbaracle, however, still is able to take down Keyheart with Liquidation, causing the score to be 3-4. Yeah, I said it in the battle. If I sleep, I die. So Rolly was the next Pokemon to come in, using Zing Zap to take down Barbaracle, and the score is now brought to 3-3 again. Now Hitmonchan is brought in, but Warmth the Torkoal is going to meet it with its pretty high defense stat.
Drain Punch still doing 30%, so Warmth it does not have many turns left.
Another Drain Punch bringing Warmth down to 17%. And Warmth goes for the Flamethrower, doing big damage to Hitmonchan. But that special defense stat is pretty good.
Oh, it was Assault Vest.
Oh, no wonder, because I was Specs. I was like, damn, I thought it would have taken down.
Yeah, that battle, I probably would have lost if I didn't put the Vest. And I was considering putting Life Orb. It's a good thing I didn't.
The final Drain Punch takes down Torkoal, and Hitmonchan is still living with 40% HP. Score is now 2-3, and Promise is the next Pokemon to come out. Mach Punch is not going to get Promise, is not going to kill Promise, and Promise is able to successfully set up a Trick Room. But another Mach Punch is enough to take down Promise, and it goes down. The score now is 1-3. At this point, I was like, I kind of screwed myself over because Togedemaru is faster than Hitmonchan. I didn't expect you to have Mach Punch, actually.
Unfortunately, the speed didn't matter.
Indeed, as the Drain Punch missed due to the fact that Togedemaru was holding Bright Powder, and Zing Zap was able to take down Hitmonchan, and the score is now 1-2. What an intense moment. And her 100% accurate move missing due to that. That.
Why did you put Bright Powder on it?
Honestly,
did you just not have an item?
I was like, this might come in handy, and it did. So. So Wobbuffet goes down, and now Trick Room is up for one more turn. However, Mega Alakazam comes out. And Broly is Encored, so it can only use Zing Zap. The Zing Zap does enough to take it down to 31%, and the Focus Blast is going to miss, but this is the last turn of Trick Room, and now it is normal battle conditions where Mega Alakazam outspeeds Togedemaru.
I was praying so hard for this Focus Blast to hit. Bright Powder Focus Blast takes the game.
Indeed, it does. Crazy.
Wow.
So, like you said, 1-0 victory for Pitiful Punching Bags, which is Quasimodo's team, over Sun and Friendly, which is Noel's team. And yeah, you know a battle's crazy when it all comes down to a Focus Blast hitting a Bright Powder Pokemon. But wow, there's so many crazy twists and turns throughout this battle. And
that battle, oh my god, the amount of time like it was up to chance whether or not something would happen was insane.
Yeah, like also Sing being a really risky move because of the accuracy. That ended up working really well in your favor, because there are moments where I definitely wanted to be awake, especially with Klefki.
Yeah, I was really scared of Klefki that battle because of the priority means I can't really sweep as easily.
Yeah.
So getting the sleep on that was pretty pivotal.
Yeah. I think you used Jigglypuff really well, which is crazy, because I know one of your goals this season was that you wanted Jigglypuff to be, like, to at least in one battle, Jigglypuff be useful. And it ended up being the final battle versus the #1 ranked person in the scoreboard for your entry into playoffs. Like,
the clutch from Puff.
That was amazing.
I knew that you knew probably knew what I was gonna bring, so I just wanted to bring something that was completely out of left field just to throw you off.
Yeah, and you definitely did that. You definitely threw me for a loop. I was really surprised by what you brought, and you used it really effectively. I think that...
Yeah, that was a really weird one, considering that the two MVPs were probably Jigglypuff and Togedemaru.
The two little spherical boys. I think that Mega Alakazam also posed a problem for me when I was team building, because I really, like, I would have brought a Chlorophyll Sweeper, but Mega Alakazam with Chlorophyll and Sun sounds absolutely terrifying. so
I actually had to test before the battle, because I didn't know if it Mega Evolves and traces that turn, if it would get the speed boost. Because if it did, then it kind of just shuts down Weather Sweeping, but if it didn't, then I'd have to Mega Evolve it before. But since it worked, it was kind of...
Yeah.
It was a perfect counter.
It works, so really, really strong counter to that. What a way to end the regular season.
Insane battle. I was not expecting it to go that way, really.
So this confirms you for playoffs, and yeah, that was like your do or die, because if you lost that battle, you wouldn't have gotten into playoffs.
I risked it on Jigglypuff.
Yeah, and it paid off. That was a king moment right there. Everybody who's watching this, Quasimodo is a king. Spread the word.
Oh man, that was insane.
Well, that was the final battle of week number 10. We still do have one more battle left. Due to the fact that Quasi won this battle, Lion Hugs and Startoad are now actually going to fight their tiebreaker match to enter into playoffs. The winner enters into playoffs, and the loser is knocked out. If Quasi would have lost, actually it would have been just to determine what seed they were. So this is going to be a really intense battle coming up, so stay tuned for that one. And well played, like, bravo. That was a really great match, and it was intense. Really fun. So thanks for joining in on the commentary, and I'll maybe see you in playoffs so we have some more Jigglypuff Togedemaru craziness. So to wrap up, that was a 1-0 victory for Quasimodo's team, Pitiful Punching Bags, over Noel's team, Southern Friendly. Tune in for the next battle coming up, and we'll see you then.